Hello friends, today we will going to discuss about the continued part of individual contact method. In the previous session, I have covered some of the individual contact methods like farm and home visit, personal letter, telephone call, and all those things. Today, I will going to cover the next portion of individual contact method. The first in this is farm clinic. As the name itself indicates that the farm clinic is a facility offering holistic approach to the farmer for diagnosis and treatment of farm and home related problems, as well as to provide some specialized advice to individual farmer. In this case, farm clinic, the farmer will go and approach the experts in the field of different agricultural activities, and they'll get the solution for their problem in time and on the spot. So when we are telling about the farm clinic, a number of demonstrations may be carried out on these farm clinic on a fixed date and a place. So whenever these farm clinic are conducted, many times the extension worker will going to organize the demonstration for educating the farmers about the improved technology, or to carry out the technology very skillfully and effectively could be done. And the next one is, in this farm clinic, there is also expected to bridge the gap between the farm activities and actually what is recommended by the expertise. Because many times there may be a chance of distortion of message when it passes from one person to another person. So through this farm clinic, there will be a direct face-to-face communication with the extension worker or the scientist or the expert in a particular field, and get the actual and correct technology that could be adopted in his field. So when we are discussing about the farm clinic, it is conducted on a fixed date, time, and at a specific place. While fixing the farm clinic, the extension worker will approach the members of the society or a community when to conduct, where to conduct, and at what time it has to be conducted. When it is universally accepted, then this farm clinic will be organized. In this farm clinic, there will be expertise, or the experts will going to come and they will going to meet the expert to get the solution for the problems which they are coming across in the farming activities. Many times the farmers may visit the experts with the specimens available with them. Many times what happens, they may come orally and contact the experts, and they're going to tell the problems they are coming across in their farming activities. It is like how we are going to approach a doctor and tell our symptoms and get the medicine for our disease. Same way, here also the farmers will going to approach the expertise in a different field like pathology, entomology, soil scientist, or agronomist, or many persons, and they'll get the solution for their problem. Many times, to get a precise solution for the problem, they may visit the experts with the specimen, disease specimens, or maybe any disorder specimens with them, and they'll approach and get the correct solution for them. With the deep discussion with the extension worker, and also to the expertise who has come during the farm clinic at a specific place in the village, and they will go out with a perfect solution for the problem they are coming across in their farming activity. So when many times what happens in the farm clinic, there may be a chance that the farmer, along with meeting the expertise in a specific place, when they could not able to get the solution for the problem, the experts may also going to visit the farmer's field, which is very nearby, in the afternoon session. In the morning session, they used to contact the farmer and give the solution on the spot, and there may be a need to have a complete information and to diagnose the problem, to give them a specific and very useful solution to the farmers. There may be a chance of visit of the expertise to the farm in the afternoon session. In this case, the farmer will be present in his farm, and the extension worker will go to his farm and get the first hand information about what are all the problems he is coming across, and he will going to give solution to the problem which he has come across. And many times what happens, there may be a chance that the farmer who are not able to visit the agri clinics or the farm clinics, they may approach the expertise when they visit their neighbor farm and all those things. But whatever may be the things, but in the farm clinic, the farmer will going to get a definite solution for his problem by visiting a expertise in a particular space with the specimen and all, or many times the expertise will going to visit the field and to get the solution or diagnose the problem and give the correct solution for the problem. The next individual contact method is Minikit trial. As the name itself indicates, the Minikit trial is a part of research process in which the feasibility and the superiority of new practices or the technology is tested at local conditions. That means whenever before releasing any technology to the actual farming situation, that has to be tested in a natural situation or the farmer situation. Whenever we are going to conduct a research in a research station, it will be under a controlled condition with the effective irrigation, in time labor facilities and all those things, maybe a controlled condition. But before releasing it to a farmer to use it in a greater scale or in a huge scale or a commercial scale, that has to be tested for effectiveness in a natural situation. To test this feasibility and how best it will going to work in a natural situation, this Minikit trial will be conducted in a farmer's field with all the inputs given by the scientist or the research station, and it will be conducted by a farmer with a small piece of land to check the feasibility and suitability to a specific situation, like whatever may be the technology, maybe transplanting, maybe with respect to animal husbandry, maybe effective weeding mechanization, all those things are the plowing mechanization. All these things will be conducted under Minikit trials. See, whenever we are going to tell about the Minikit trials, the Minikit trial is to test the performance of new practices under farmers' condition which have been found superior on research farms. That means they want, the farmer themselves want to test how a technology which was released by a scientist and which was tested or conducted in a research station will work in their situation, or how it will going to perform in their situation. And the next thing they want to is to avoid the possible losses that could be occur to a farmer due to the adoption of new technology which was released by the research station without testing in a larger scale, and it has been immediately adapted to their field. That could be avoided by adopting this Minikit trials. Due to this Minikit trials, we can refine or we can improvise the technology which has been tested in a research station or developed in a research station to suit to a specific farm situation, and the farmer may not occur with the risk or losses due to adoption of a technology which was not tested in a natural condition. And the next thing which will be a very advantageous in a Minikit trial is it will help to build the confidence of both the extension worker and the farmer in utilizing and in utility and feasibility of the new practices. See, as an extension worker, if he goes to a field and tell to a farmer to adopt a new technology, he must be confident enough to tell that this technology will work well in his situation. That confidence will be occurred through these Minikit trials. When we are going to try this in a natural situation, extension worker can tell confidently that it will work, and a farmer will going to accept it because they have seen that it has been working in their natural situation, and they both will be happy and confident in accepting the technology at the earliest. And this Minikit trial help us to get the feedback to the researcher or to the research station very effectively and in a short period of time, which is very much essential for the further research. So this Minikit trials helps us to get the feedback. As it is conducted in a farmer's field, farmer will immediately tell the feedback in each stages of cultivation or in each process of technology adoption. So that will help us to improvise the research such that we can come out with the best technology suitable to the local situation. But it is having its own limitations. The first thing is there is a heavy demand of the time and energy of extension worker. As the technology is very new to the farmer or to a particular situation, there is a constant monitoring and advice of extension worker is very much essential in each and every stage. That may require his time and it requires energy of him to carry out the Minikit trials in a natural condition. And next is the seasonal facilities. The seasonal failure, for example, seasonal failure may delay the assessment of the worth of a new practices that may delay in adoption of a technology. That means that in a rainy season, I want to check the technology in a natural situation. There may be a chance of delay in onset of monsoon. So that will delay in testing the technology also and releasing the technology also and in adoption of the particular technology also. And sometimes there may be a difficult to get a suitable and cooperative farmer for conducting this Minikit trials. So we need a farmer who is cooperative and who could accept and do the activities which is recommended by an extension worker or an expert in time and very efficiently. Then only we can test the things that it will work in natural situation very efficiently. But it is very difficult to get a farmer who could able to accept all these things and perform the activities in time to do the trials effective and efficient way. And there is a chance of failure of the technology due to many reasons. Maybe the climatic factor, maybe financial, maybe labor, maybe many things that may leads to the failure of testing of this technology that may result in loss of financial loss to the farmer because he has adopted that or tried that technology in a particular piece of land that is waste. He could not able to come out with the crop which may add to his returns. And many times what happens, the conclusion may not be always reliable because lack of proper analysis. Many times what happens, we will conduct in 1 acre area or half an acre area, 1 gunta, 2 gunta of a particular specific place or in a different places. If you won't do the analysis of the data, particularly statistical analysis, we will recommend based on the best performance in a particular situation or a particular area that may also going to have a limitations in adopting a new technology which is tried under a Minikit. The analysis part is also very important whenever we want to do the Minikit trials and recommend the technology for the farmers for further usage. The next individual contact method is field flag method. The name itself indicates that in this field flag method, the extension worker will going to meet the farmers or the farm families in their home or a field when they are not available or they could not able to access or approach the farmer. They will going to place a flag in his field with a message with it. As soon as the farmer come to the field or as soon as he see the flag in his farm, there may be a chance that he should see that there is a visit of an extension worker to his farm. So there is a need to meet a extension worker to see that what are all the problems he has identified in his farm and he has to go and approach the extension worker. Many times what happens, many times extension worker will going to write down what are all the things he has to carry out in his farm to take care of his crop. If he could able to understand all those things, he can able to use that recommendation and carry out his farming activity. So in the farm flag method, the extension worker will going to place the flag of different colors in a different farmer's field based upon the problems in his field, and he is going to note down all those things where he has kept red flag, where he has kept orange flag, where he has kept blue flag and all those things. And as soon as a farmer comes to him with his flag, he'll going to explain what is his problem and what has to be done to overcome all these problems. See, the main thing here is an extension worker visit a farm to help the farmer to identify the plant diseases and harmful insects in a crop. As soon as extension worker visit to a farmer's field, the main thing for which he will place a flag is with respect to pest and disease attack, which has to be taken care immediately to avoid the loss in his crop. And next thing is the extension worker will going to place the flag in his field, and he is going to write down the problem which has come across in his field, and he'll going to keep it in a pocket, and he'll going to place the different colors of flag, and many times along with the flag also he'll going to write down the solution. One copy will be with him, and one copy will be placed along with the flag. And the flag is placed in the field where the farmer can easily find it out. Usually, the extension worker will going to place the flag in such a place that as soon as the extension worker visit the field, he will going to identify the flag which is placed by the extension worker. The extension worker recovers the flag and gives solution to the farmers. As soon as the farmer see the flag in his field, he will come with that flag and approach the extension worker, and the extension worker will going to see the flag and his diary or his notebook and give solution to him based upon his visit and observation. At last, a farmer could able to go with the solution for the problem such that he can do a cultivation very effectively and efficiently by following all the operations to get a better profit. The advantages of this flag method is it will going to save the time and energy of an extension worker in traveling to a different farm many times, and without wasting time. See, many times what happens as an extension worker goes to the farmer's field, farmer may not be available and he has to go again and again. Instead of wasting his time and energy, if he place a flag, the farmer will approach, the solution will be read by the farmers, and he'll carry out the practices which has to be followed to take care of his farm. And the next thing which we can able to identify is extension worker may install the flag and then proceed with the next task scheduled for the day, because that will going to avoid the waste of the time by the extension worker, and he will be having he can able to complete the task in a day which he has to perform in a particular day. And the next thing is, as the staff time is the time is ordinarily limited. For example, as I told that the time is a very limiting factor for the farmer, the extension worker, as I told in the last class that it is having only the one extension worker for other 2,000 farmers. The time is very precious. This technique can able to help the farmer to efficiently use the available time to meet all the farmer and give solution for the problems which they come across in their day-to-day agricultural practices. Thank you, and I hope you have understood all the techniques under individual contact method. These are some of the important individual contact methods which we use to carry out in extension educational technologies. Thank you.